Happy New Year, everyone! Welcome to 2024. It's the end of the first week already. It's a Saturday evening, and I thought for the occasion, let's flip the camera around and put it with its back towards the piano. And now you see where we're usually lounging in the afternoons and evenings. And so it's a time of year where everyone is setting resolutions and wanting to make a new me, new year, new me, and all that stuff. And that can sometimes be a little frustrating or intimidating, or you might have noticed from previous years that you also have that tendency, and then after a couple of weeks it just completely goes off track and you're back to where you started. And I thought it would be nice to share a couple of things that have definitely helped me in the past to keep on track, and it's very closely related to music practice, because obviously I'm a musician and that's what I do most of the time. So we're just gonna kind of compare a couple of strategies that keep these resolutions going with, for example, if you want to start playing the piano, what are some things that you can do that will keep you going, and we're gonna mirror this to the resolutions. So here's to your health, to your happiness, to a full 2024, and I'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nathalie. I'm a musician, and I also really enjoy a very nice cup of tea. And when you're starting a new year's resolution, or you have a new goal that you want to attain, I think the most important thing to start is why. Why do you want to do this? What is it that sparks your motivation and your passion and your inspiration to do this thing? And so for, if you want to start playing the piano, it might have been that you've seen an artist or you heard a song and you just want to be able to play it. Or it could have been that you've seen someone within your family or your friends do it and you were just so proud of them, mesmerized, and it kind of sparked the interest to do it yourself. It could just be that you love music, simple as that. Basically anything, whatever it is. It's a very personal question, but I think it's very important to determine, because that's what's going to keep you going when things are going to be a little bit more difficult, which, in life, that's just what happens. You have some days where everything seems to go just so smoothly, and then days where smooth is like a non-existing word. So let's prepare for those times and define why we want to do this. And then the next thing, I think, is to set some very clear defined goals. So for example, if you're a starter, it might be nice to have a mentor, a teacher that can help you along the way. There's also really awesome content on YouTube or anywhere else where you can already start a little bit. If you have any questions, feel free to just shoot it to me. I release some helpful tips every Wednesday, so if you are stuck somewhere, just leave it in the comments below. But having some clear goals and definable goals, I think, is going to be very, very helpful. So for example, the first thing maybe that you want to build is having the habit of practicing. So you can say, I want to practice 5 to 7 days a week. Are you going to try and stick to that? Could also be like, I want to practice between 10 and 20 minutes a day if you're starting out. Could be, if you're already a little bit further, that you say, I want to add 5 to 10 minutes of pure technique to my practice. Something like that. Anything that is measurable, attainable, a very clear goal. And it's also nice to give yourself a little bit of room. That's why I said 5 to 7 days, even though, of course, if you practice music, it's the best thing to do it every day. But if you're building the habit, give yourself some slack, but then it's going to feel so awesome when you hit the 7 days. So that's a nice way to keep going. And then once that's done, and by now we've started this thing, and January is maybe coming to a close already, or we're already February, and you're starting to feel reality kick in. And this is where the wonderful next noun is going to be so nice, and it's discipline. And it's something that we, don't always value in today's society, and I think it's actually one of the most valuable things that we can develop. And so discipline is basically built over time. Motivation is something, that gives you the fuel to start, but motivation dies out, and discipline is what keeps you going. So it's about showing up, and whatever that means to you. Like maybe you need a sort of checklist that you can mark something. Maybe you need some sort of reward for yourself after you've done something. Basically anything that can help you show up is going to help you build discipline. And on discipline, you can basically do anything that you set your mind to. And that's the awesome thing about discipline. And that's something that music really teaches us. Because you can't just, prepare for a concert and start a week in advance. It just doesn't work like that. It's years and years of practice. And if you do a new program, a couple of months is actually a very, very short time to prepare something. Sometimes you have to do it in a couple of weeks, and you need to be able to build on something, and discipline is what's getting you there. I'm gonna drink a bit of tea because it's nice tea, and I'm having trouble speaking because I'm not used to filming in one session, so here's to trying something new, I guess. And then once you have that discipline going, that's actually already a big win. That's usually what's going to keep you going until the end of the year and then into next year's, if this is something you want to keep doing. But then, of course, something that's going to keep sparking that motivation, aside from just being disciplined about it, is experimenting and seeking inspiration. And so that might mean that you want to maybe attend a masterclass, or you just browse on YouTube and you look for people who are playing the piece that you're working on, and you're getting some new ideas on how to play it. Or maybe in your practice you have never done ear training. You've always practiced something from a score, and now you decide, like, hey, maybe I can find the melody to this tune that I know very well, and I can just find it on the piano. And that gets you, inspired again, and all creative and maybe giggly too, because there's so many mistakes going on. But that's also the fun of the game, and that's also what music is meant to be. It's, of course, hard work and you need to show up, but it's also creativity and beauty and just sharing emotions and joy with people, connecting people, and that's the immense power of it. And we shouldn't lose track of that, even though if we really want to pursue a career in music, it's a very tough business, and it can sometimes be, not so easy to keep that joy and creativity going. But luckily there are ways to do it. So these little 4 things, can I recap them? Let's see if my memory is well. So the first thing is defining your why, and then setting very clear, attainable goals so you can keep track of something, building discipline, and then experimenting, seeking creativity within the new habit that you're trying to build. Those things, at least to me, have really helped me continue with new resolutions. So if it's something that you want to try, cheers to you. And if it's something that you're like, girl, I've heard this a million times before, also cheers to you, because that's true. We basically already know all of these things. But sometimes we just need someone to remind us, and drink a cup of tea with, and, start the new year right. In any case, thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope that 2024 is going to be a year filled with health and happiness and joy, lots of moments, cherished moments with people that you love, doing things that you love, and maybe also a bit of room for growth. It's always a good thing. And I wish you a very well very good rest of your weekend, a very nice rest of your weekend. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Ciao. So